postpartum. We did have our girls on August 4th, which is exactly a month today that we're recording. Now that the girls are here, I'm able to actually tell you what is needed or what isn't. They're not using their actual room right now because they are only 4 weeks and they're in a room with us. For those of you who don't know, I was able to carry to almost full term for twins. We were 36 weeks and 4 days. If you saw our last video, you'll know that we did the baby mama dance. It really did help kickstart labor, and I was fully dilated 4 days later. And not even know. We really think that the baby mama dance and maybe a lot of walking at a local Yorkdale mall really helped. Do watch that if you haven't already. I'm going to be going through the whole room as well as how we actually organize the drawers and the closet. I know that organization is a big thing for everybody, especially when you're welcoming a new baby and you want to get everything all perfect. For those of you who do not know, the Diaper Genie is the diaper pail. So this is the garbage for your diapers, and it is the best investment ever. It actually locks in the smell. And I don't know if you can see, you have to buy these specific garbage rings. And then at the top, if you guys don't know this, they have carbon filters, which actually locks in the smell, because we were living without it for so long and didn't realize or didn't know why the garbage was still smelling a little bit, especially with those really potent ones, but that does the trick. It absorbs all the smells, so it's absolutely perfect. This is the dresser that we got from Ikea. And the reason why we went with this was because that it was easy to find, again, if we needed to. So if the girls were to transition to their own separate rooms later on, then we could easily get another one. I was thinking about replacing these knobs. However, I haven't found the perfect ones and ran out of time. On top of the dresser, we have, this is the change pad, and nowadays, they make it with grips at the bottom. So this is perfect for anti-slipping, and then it is waterproof underneath. However, I still like to put the cover on just for comfort. And then here I have set up a little diaper basket. This is so quick and easy. You've just got everything handy right by the change pad. So as you're changing babies, you have your diapers. I have a little burp cloth here just in case. Then I also have my Vaseline, just basic Vaseline is enough, and then your wipes. Here are just some decor pieces. We have our white noise machine, which is an absolute must if you have other children in the house, unless your kids are awfully good sleepers and they can adapt to all the noise. But I personally cannot even sleep without it being dead silent or with white noise. So I'm gonna get the girls adapted to that awfully quickly. Here's our jar of pacifiers. We have some brand new ones here just because they haven't grown into them yet. And some greenery just for decor. Their lampshade. Some art. Their mirror, which we also got at Ikea. The drawers. First one on the left, we have diapers. I keep this as a diaper pile because in the middle of the night, if you're running out of diapers, you do not want to go through boxes at that hour. So a little collection here is perfect. This is kind of like the medicine cabinet slash random stuff. So I have change pad covers here, as well as Q-tips, lotions, and the nose knot sucker. In this one we have hats, we have clips and we have headbands. And we use these baskets from the dollar store actually, and they work so well for organizing everything in the drawers. You just have to make sure that you take a measuring tape and you head to the dollar store and grab the right size bins. Here we have our newborn to 0 to 3 month socks and anything a little bit bigger on that side, along with bibs. Bibs you can't get enough of if you're bottle feeding or you have a very teething child. This is the second drawer to the left, and here I've got pants. So I have my newborn to the left, 0 to 3 to the right, 3 to 6 on this side, and then 6 to 12 on that side. Sorry, no, these are all 3 to 6 in this bin, that's right. And I'm gonna label those at a later date. I just haven't had the chance. This bottom drawer is all 6 to 12 on this side and 12 to 18 on this side. And I've already started a stockpile there. And that's just because my son is so close in age that I was able to use some of his pants for the girls, especially the navy ones or gray ones. And we'll just probably pair those up with pink things and bang, it's girly. So the second drawer on the right side is where I keep all the diaper onesies. These are probably this and the bands are the only things that I actually fold. I do still have baskets in here, and it just helps organize the sizing. So this pile is obviously my newborn. This is my 0 to 3. Here's my 3 to 6, and there's my 6 to 12. I do have a lot of older sizes just because we've gotten so much as gifts. And bottom drawer on the right is what we have as our shoe drawer for now. We do have to still build on this, but this is what it looks like for now. These cute little shoes. Most of these I got off of eBay, guys. So if you get a chance, check that out, especially if you haven't given birth yet. For these newborn shoes, they are perfect because they're so cheap, and yeah, you've got to wait a month or so, but paying like $2, $3, $4, even $5 for a pair of shoes is so much better than going in store and having to pay like $50 or, you know, significantly more for some brands. These shelves are actually from Ikea. Now they look like actual bookshelves, but they are spice racks, so they're really inexpensive. They're like $10 each, and because they have that ledge support, I'm never really fearful that the books are gonna fall. They rarely do. This is our nursery chair, which I got off of Wayfair. It is gorgeous, and it actually turns out into an ottoman style, so it does not rock. However, it has the ottoman in case you do need to stay in the room with the baby. Personally, I just found that the rocking itself will create a sleeping habit later that is really hard to break for me. So with 2, I'm just going to try to avoid it. These are curtains, and they're actually from the Bay. So if you live in Canada, Hudson's Bay has curtains that are comparable to Wayfair, guys. I got these for like $80, and they're gorgeous. They're like 2 layered. So underneath, I'm just gonna try to move this around so you could see it. They're like this really corally light pink, almost silk-like material, and it's supposed to be blackout. However, I mean, nothing's fully blackout. And then we have this beautiful just tulle to go over it. Now you'll see a lot of black accent pieces, such as for our curtains, our doors, our knobs, and that just goes with the whole rest of the house. We've got dark floors and dark hardware. It doesn't totally match with this room, but we'll go with it. We do have the Mamaroo. I used this with my son just a 1.5 years ago, and I loved it. We're gonna end up probably moving this to the living room for the first couple of months since they're not really using their room, but it was a lifesaver. My son, he didn't want to be put down, so I kept it for the girls. And this is an example of an item that you don't need two of, and that's because you'll likely not need to, because you won't even know if your child takes to it. Although there's lots of settings on it, not necessarily every baby likes it or the motion. It is a lot of side by side. So we do have another swing that goes front to back, and we'll probably get one on the Mamaroo and then one on the other swing if needed. That was a little bit more practical for us. So I'll quickly go through their cribs because their cribs are set up for decor purposes and not for actual sleeping purposes just yet. There is decor in here, such as their pillows and their stuffies. So based on the SIDS recommendation, those should probably not be there. So for now, again, this is just decor, but it'll probably end up being their stuffies for later on as soothers. But we do have our sheets on top of our waterproof mattresses, as well as our bed skirts. And these beds that we got at Bed Bath & Beyond just turned to toddler beds. We decided to go a little bit more basic for their actual cribs versus what we got for our son. That is a 4-in-1 convertible, and that's usually what we go for. But this time around, the girls will be sharing a room, and we don't know for how long. We do have 4 bedrooms in our house, but they seem to be all occupied with children and our families. So this will have to do for now, and then once they do transition to their big girl beds, eventually we'll look into like single beds if they are going to still be sharing at that point in time. Guys, this is their wallpaper, which I absolutely adore. If you can see, they're like a combination of like peonies and roses. If someone actually knows the name of these flowers, I'd love to know, because I don't actually know. All I know is that the color scheme is absolutely perfect for their room, and it was so easy to match because it's such light colors. And then here are their names that we got done, Sophia and Olivia. This is actual real wood done by Colton's workshop here in Ontario, and the guy did a fantastic job. These are smaller than 3 feet, so they're a little bit big, but it actually goes really well with the room. So mind you, it is absolutely full right now. As you can see, we have the Baby Brezza Formula Pro machine. Now I do know that there's an advanced that has come out, and we do recommend that one because it has a little bit more features than this one. However, this one's going to do the trick for now, since we got it at a really good bargain. So as you can see, I have my nursing pillow up there, and I have some bins just with some storage pieces. And here you can see the girls' clothes. Now they are labeled. I don't know if you can see, these were off of Amazon. They are perfect for organization. A lot of this is newborn, 0 to 3, and then 3 months, especially in the middle of the night. I hang everything, guys, except pants and those diaper onesies, because if you're going to do laundry for so many children, then you definitely want to be as fast and efficient as possible, and I cannot fold and do laundry fast enough. So hanging clothes on hangers works really well for me. This is our stockpile of diapers. If you're having twins, you probably want to have a diaper party like we did. We've already gone through all our newborns, and we're already working on our size 1 Pampers diapers. We do have other diaper brands So we'll see how those work for the girls. But we weren't picky at all because obviously we need diapers. There's our Kirkland wipes, which we'll probably need to stock on the most. Basic clock. If you're nursing in the middle of the night, you'll need a clock. This one does the trick. It is also Ikea, and we paid $2 for it, which was amazing. So that pretty much sums everything up, guys. I know that was pretty quick, but that's all we've really got in the room for now. If you have any recommendations or other further suggestions, please comment on the video itself below, like our video, and subscribe so that way you can see more of our life. Thanks again for tuning in. See ya!